Hello, today I will read Leviticus chapter 1. I finished we finished the Exodus in English, and now it's about Leviticus. Let's start. The Lord called to Moses and spoke to him from the tent of meeting. He said, "Speak to the Israelites and say to them, when any of you brings an offering to the Lord, bring as your offering an animal from either the herd or the flock. If the offering is a burnt offering from the herd, he is to offer a male without defect." Ingredients of burnt offering. In the Exodus at the finish, the last verse, it was after everything has done, after setting up everything, the tabernacle, the sanctuary, the cloud of the Lord was over the tabernacle by day, and fire was in the cloud by night in the sight of all the house of Israel during all the travels. But the cloud covered the tent of meeting in verse 34. And the glory of the Lord filled the tabernacle. And now God is speaking with Moses about offerings. About the relationship between God and the people. He is to offer a male without defect. Ingredients: male without defect, no defect. And he must present it at the entrance of to the tent of meeting, so that it will be acceptable to the Lord. So, location, entrance to the tent of meeting. He is to lay his hand on the head of the burnt offering, and it will be accepted on his behalf to make atonement for him. To lay his hand. He is to slaughter the young bull before the Lord, and then Aaron's sons, the priests, shall bring the blood and sprinkle it against the altar on all sides at the entrance to the tent of meeting. He is to skin the burnt offering and cut it into pieces. The sons of Aaron the priest are to put fire on the altar and arrange wood on the fire. Then Aaron's sons, the priests, shall arrange the pieces, including all the head and the fat, on the burning wood that is on the altar. He is to wash the inner parts and the legs with water, and the priest is to burn all of it on the altar. Very interesting, but yeah. It is a burnt offering, an offering made by fire, an aroma pleasing to the Lord. Very interesting, to be washed, but and then after that to be burnt. To have a pleasing aroma. Very interesting. But everything it's like a symbol of. If the offering is a burnt offering from the flock, from either the sheep, the goats, he is to offer a male without defect. He is to slaughter it at the north side of the altar before the Lord. The north side, wow. North side of the altar. If it's a sheep or a goat. At the north side of the altar before the Lord, and Aaron's sons, the priests, shall sprinkle its blood against the altar on all sides. He is to cut into pieces, and the priests shall arrange them, including the head and the fat, on the burning wood that is on the altar. He is to wash the. I think I was. It's like, again, it says. He is to cut into pieces, and the priest shall arrange them, including the head and the fat, on the burning wood that is on the altar. He is to wash the inner parts and the legs with water, and the priest is to bring all of it and burn it on the altar. It is a burnt offering, an offering made by fire, an aroma pleasing to the Lord. If the offering to the Lord is a burnt offering of birds, he is to offer a dove or a young pigeon. So a bull or sheep or a goat, or if it's a bird, pigeon, dove or pigeon. In Romania there are different. I thought dove or pigeon is the same, but in Romania there are two different birds. One is white or blue, or blue like asphalt color, or brown, or maybe black, I don't know, black, I don't know, but the other bird is like brownish and light brown, and it have a color on the neck. In Romania we say turturia, and the other is porumbel. Okay, let's continue. The priest shall bring it to the altar, wring off the head and burn it on the altar. Its blood shall be drained out on the side of the altar. He is to remove the crop with its contents and throw it to the east side of the altar, where the ashes are. He shall tear it open by the wings, not severing it completely. And then the priest shall burn it on the wood that is on the fire on the altar. It is a burnt offering, an offering made by fire, an aroma pleasing to the Lord. That was the chapter, and it's a start for the main the subject of offering. Lots of rituals, very interesting. Okay, so at first should be without defect, should be male, and should be the blood was very, they sprinkled the altar with the blood, and very interesting, and yeah. Okay, that was the chapter. It's a bit something you to play with blood, to play, not play, to it's not very nice, but it's about a sacrifice, an offering, and that means it cost a life. It cost lives, not just a life. Uh, I don't know the real meaning of all of this. There will be other offerings by offerings. The sin offering we will see or something, but this was just a gift for to the Lord, and still even a gift should cost lives, lives of animals, not of humans, but very um, that was the Old Testament. Okay, may the God bless me, protect me, and delight me in the next chapter too. And if He wants, you will see me there too. God bless you all and goodbye.